Okay, so this is the beginning of the backyard area. We've got the pool here. We've got all these windows. Everything is oxidized. It's blistering and peeling. And these are really, really bad doors. And if they're not taken care of sometime soon, they're going to need to be replaced. Got more doors here, windows. It's beautiful. Small window here, looking at the little pond. And then it continues. These aren't as bad because it's under a covered patio. And then we have this. And then we have some redwood siding. And take a look at this. This is what varnish does. This is why you never use varnish on such a large surface like this. And take a look at this pillar here. You've got this area here where it has oxidized and is blistering and peeling. This is terrible. This is going to ruin their wood. And then you come over here to this side and it's not so bad. You have color. And this is because the sun hits that other area and doesn't hit this as much, but you still have the blistering and peeling all over the place. So even if it isn't in direct sun, it does not last. You've got the pergola supports over here. And we'll go over here and just look at this horrible, horrible work. I don't know what happened over here, but it looks like the wood got scorched by the sun. I'm not positive. Weird. And then you've got the siding here, and you've got the pergola overhang. Everything is blistering and peeling. Everything is atrocious. Okay, so this is the side of the property. And as you can see, they're all peeling. They don't look as bad, but they're bad and they need to be done. Again, they're all blistering and peeling. This is mahogany. Okay, so take a look at this front area. Blistering, it's peeling. You've got the pond area here, which we've covered, and it's all peeling and blistering, and it looks terrible. And furthermore, it's some sort of solid opaque stain that they applied to this redwood in the front of the house. It looks terrible. They've stripped this area here. So that's down to a stripped sort of state. It's not sanded yet, it's just stripped and scraped. And it's gonna look really beautiful when we're done. You know, unfortunately, the homeowner trusted some sort of blow and go finishing pro, as we say, to do this, and they really messed it up. And we come over here, take a look at the detail. We covered all the windows, we taped everything off. It's a little windy today. There is a tarp down here catching this varnish that they're scraping off these mahogany windows. So he's brushing on the paste that will bubble this varnish coating. You can take a look at it, bubbling it, so we can scrape it. So you wait a few minutes. You kind of have to sort of know what you're doing, because if you're doing this in direct sunlight and it's really hot out, it's going to work faster and even dry faster if you leave it on for too long. So you gotta know what you're doing, let it bubble enough to where it can be scraped off. And we're at about that stage already. I know different people will say, hey, leave it on for 5 hours and come back. Nope, sorry, you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta go according to the weather. And that's what we're doing. So we've got the peeling up here, and then we go down here where we have the mahogany windows fully scraped, and then we have some of the redwood. And if we come over here, we've got Indy here doing some detailed work. There's no fast way to do this. He's got to go slow and scrape these different levels of the windows. We collect all this debris and we actually take it to a recycling facility where they can dispose of it in the proper manner. Really excited. The guys are working really hard. They've stripped this redwood in the back here. Now they're sanding. They're doing some intense sanding with the Festool system and grinding it, getting off this inferior, terrible coating. Okay, so we've got all these columns stripped and fully sanded, and look how beautiful they are. The siding, clear redwood, and then we've got the pergola overhang beams all stripped down. Might be a little overexposed because the sun's pretty extreme. And come back over here, and all those termited boards were removed and replaced. You could see you've got some of the new boards that don't match the older boards, but what else can you do? You can't get them to match perfectly because they are brand new. And this was the worst area right here that was fully termited. So we replaced those boards. We put the membrane paper behind so it'll protect the column itself. And then we've got this beautiful fully sanded, fully stripped redwood. Takes a lot of attention to detail to get it like this. A lot of muscle, a lot of power, the right tools, and the right expertise. I also just wanted to point out something you can't really see unless I zoom in. When they constructed this door, they used finishing nails and put what appears to be some sort of filler, but it's actually pink. Could be because of the wood. So it looks like Bondo, believe it or not. So who knows? So we need to adjust the opacity, if you will, so we can cover this type of stuff up. Furthermore, you want to cover up stuff like this, so you're going to really have to adjust the opacity to cover up all of these filler holes, which should have been plugged if you really wanted to see the actual grain and color of the wood. So here is the proof in the pudding here. You've got this area here. Half of it is this blistering and peeling, sort of opaque type coating. And then you have it all stripped and sanded back here. And then you come around here, you still got this area that's opaque and blistering and peeling. You've got this area here that's been stripped but not sanded. And then you have the area right here that has been sanded. Look how beautiful this redwood comes back when it's properly refinished. Okay, so we're in the back of the house, and as you can see, all of these windows have been stripped. Come on over here. You've got this sort of little pond viewing area stripped, and all of these windows, take a look at the windows down there. And why don't you come up over here, and you can see how beautiful and smooth this mahogany is. Really, really, this is really beautiful mahogany. And it's definitely a step above. It's not every day that someone has their entire house lined with mahogany. So we stripped it down, and we're gonna make this look beautiful again. And it just needed to be stripped all the way down because the coating was too far gone to try to do a simple maintenance. So the right way is to start over, strip it down, sand it, get it down to bare wood, and we're gonna go ahead and put the sealer on, and then multiple layers of varnish, and it's gonna look really beautiful and magnificent, and then it'll be maintainable moving forward. Finishing up, doing a little bit of fine tuning. Got the front door, this area over here. It's really nice. We removed all that peeling, opaque stain that was done by the Blow and Go Finishing Pro. It's all gone. We fixed that jerk's work. Beautiful natural mahogany, natural redwood, ready to go. Doing a little more fine tuning. Here's the guys, fine tuning, just making sure it's perfect. Then of course, always keeping a clean and efficient job site. Okay guys, so we're on the back side of the house. We're about to finish up. It's the last day we're here, and I just wanted to point out the beauty of the actual windows and doors. I also wanted to point out a couple things here. If you look down here on the floor, there's nothing on the floor, you know, in terms of drips or stain or anything like that. There's nothing on the wall. We taped everything off, and what you have here is just beautiful refinished mahogany. If you want to come in here and zoom maybe down here, it's a better shot on some of the beautiful natural mahogany. It looks absolutely amazing. It's a low luster finish. It's technically matte, but once you get multiple coats on here, it picks up a little bit of a sheen because you're doing multiple coats, but it looks matte for the most part. The customer's really happy, and especially when dust and debris land on it, it's going to tone down a little bit. You're not going to see as much of the sheen. And then if you want to come over here, we've got this gazebo overhang pergola thing here, where we replaced the termite infested boards, and it had rot, and we replaced the membrane on the back with the appropriate paper, and then we sanded down the overhang here. And the tone that we used is natural. We used a natural oil-based penetrating sealer for redwood that penetrates in, protects from within, highlights the natural grain and color, and it dries matte, and it's maintainable moving forward. If you remember, it was blistering, it was peeling, it was totally unsightly. The peeling areas were flying into the pool, and it looked absolutely terrible. And then now take a look at all of this stuff. It's beautiful, ready to go. Everything's clean and beautiful and ready for our client to enjoy in the new year. And he's totally stoked. We're totally happy. And it's been an excellent project and a really challenge to get it done in 3 weeks. But we did it. It looks amazing. I hope you guys enjoy.